Oh, this place I have arrived. I have an arrived mentality at this moment. Somebody, and this has actually twice today alone, people have said, I just want to get to your level. I want to get to your calm. You're calm in the chaos, in the storm. And I share, even though they probably don't believe it, I share what an unlike individual I am that has been expelled out of many schools over my anger. Most of my troubles growing up were over my anger. And yeah, and I'm a big bear. I'm a monster. I'm a beast. But throughout the years, I've worked really, really hard. Really hard. I play angry. I play angry with myself. I play me against me. I call myself out, every day. Every day. There's not a week that goes by that I don't notice myself calling myself out. Just last week I said something, when I get to a better place, and I'm like, man, excuses or results? Excuses or results? Can't have both. And I made a decision and I moved forward. There's a lot of lessons that I've learned in my life. Excuses or results, that they're not neighbors, they don't coexist. You can't have both of them. You can only have one. I'm not going to have excuses. So I have results. Another lesson that helps made me make that decision is the fact of good enough. Sometimes we're like, oh, when this happens, or when that happens, or when I have the puzzles of the pieces of the puzzles align, or when the stars align, when I have my leadership team, when I have this, that, the other, I gotta get to good enough. You know what? I just gotta make do with what I got. But if I want something I don't have, I gotta do something I haven't done. And you gotta get to good enough. I've done it in many ways, even with my books. They could get a lot better, but I got to good enough and I got them published. And so anyways, the people tell me, that I don't understand how you get there. Well, I call myself out. Anger. I play angry, so I play very serious. The game of life, but not mad at anybody else. I'm mad when I don't get results. But not, I'm mad like madness. Angry like I know better, I could do better, I'm going to get better. How do I get there from here? But sometimes, I forgot his name. This guy, I read, I heard a piece of interview, and I posted it the other day, and he said, my job is to trigger people. People don't change unless they're angry, unless they're fed up, unless they had enough. So I get them there. I push them to the limits. So like, you're not here, you're not there. You look at yourself, and this is and you can do better, until they get mad. And when they get mad, they change. So that's what I mean. That sometimes I play angry. I play life angry. But I'm blessed. I'm happy. I got nothing to be mad about. And I get angry sometimes, not meaning to. I just get upset. I get frustrated. And that's when I really get angry. I get angry at myself, because anger as an adult, it's what pouting is to a kid. But a kid doesn't know how to handle their emotions. So a kid has their excuses. What excuse do I have? we as adults need to know how to handle our emotions. If there's one thing that I could say that you got to work on in life, it's controlling your emotions, especially in my man. It's not about hiding them. It's about dealing with them, getting a grasp of them. I know that I got anger, but I learned how to deal with it. I learned that I play angry. I learned that I use anger to hold myself accountable, not to beat myself up, not to hate on myself, not to hold it in and explode against everybody else. But that anger, keeps me on my toes, keeps me on my game. It keeps me like, man, last year was an amazing year. How am I going to beat that? When I work out, anger comes out. When I run and I'm hating life. It's when I want to sleep. Wake up. You gotta go meditate. You gotta go pray. You gotta get up. You gotta get your head right. You gotta get your coffee in. You got things to do. You got dreams to chase. You got a life to live. You can't waste a second. And it's the calm in the midst of the storm is because I realized that there's going to be chaos. There's going to be disorganization. And I need that because I get to work well within that storm. And that's what I do. And I get to build a team within that storm. And we learn to play hard within that, and we create a culture that works well in that chaos, But in order to create that culture, I can't lose my cool. I can't lose my patience. I gotta make sure that they know how serious I am, how much fun I have, and how effective I am in the midst of the chaos, in the progress. I gotta show them the progress we all make, and it starts with me. So yeah, and it's kind of cool that, now people say, I can't wait to get to your level of calm in the midst of chaos. I would have never thought anybody would view me like that. And if that's the people that have mentioned it, how many people feel that way, that's pretty awesome. It holds me accountable. The standard that I set for everyone else, I set for myself because I build an accountability wall. How could I ever get angry and lose my cool in front of those people that have just complimented me in such a way? I love building that accountability wall because little do they know they're making me a better man, a better person, a better leader. Don't pout. Don't lose your cool. We adults can't do that. Learn how to deal with your emotions and use them to better yourself, to better your life. Love y'all.